Hello again everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. This is Karen and I'm back upstairs in what I'm hoping will become my new craft room / office, and I want today to make some ephemera to go in this little simple journal that we've been making, that I made look anything but simple. So it's much cooler today, it's overcast, so I'm hoping that that will mean we can work in here okay. I've got the windows closed, so I'm hoping that the noise from the road won't bother us. And I did say last time I was going to use some junk mail flyers and some of the papers that were left over from making this to make some ephemera. So what I thought I would do, I've got a big piece of brown paper here. This is what comes in the centre. You know when you have a roll of wrapping paper, this is what's left in the middle. And this week I've had, well yesterday in fact, it was my grandson's 2nd birthday and my nephew's 21st birthday, both on the same day. I'm just popping some things on here to hold it down because it's still a bit curly. I did roll it the other way, but it's obviously not enough. Yes, I've been wrapping presents up, and this was what was left in the middle of, from the middle of the roll, and I thought it went quite well with this file folder that we used in the background of this journal. So excuse my nails, I was out this morning chopping bits off of the tree in the garden and I've chipped all my nail varnish and I've not had time to redo it. So I've got these flyers that have come through the post this week, so I thought I'd stick them on here to start with. And then I'm going to cover everything with some of these papers that were left over. And then, you know, so it'll be a bit sort of a master board, and then we'll just chop it all up. And well, we may not chop it all up today. I'll see how long we're on here. So I'm going to start off, I don't know why I'm turning that over, because both sides are going to be covered. It's not like there's a back and a front. And I'm just using glue stick to stick these down. And I will go, you know, right round the edges, but once I've chopped this up, whatever I make, you know, whether it's I forgot my words again, whether it's journal cards or tags or, you know, what have you, I will be stitching around them because that's what I like to do. So if there's any bits that are lifting once I've finished, I can just go back in, you know, with the narrow nozzle of the art glitter glue and reattach any bits that come loose, and anything that's obviously on the edges once I cut this up will be stitched around anyway. So I hope everybody's well. It's cooled down considerably here. I think it has everywhere, but I'm not sure. So I hope the weather's being kind to you wherever you are. I have been so busy this week. This video is much later than I was hoping it would be. Later in the week, not later in the day. Because I mentioned a few videos ago, I have started a new business. During the lockdown I lost my day job, and I've been looking for something else to do, and I haven't been able to get a proper job, and my own little business that was sort of my day job alongside my card making job, that has died down over lockdown as well. So I was looking for something new to do. As I say, I haven't been able to find a job. So I did mention a few videos ago I have partnered up with a new company helping people with their energy costs, and obviously I'm doing lots of training so that I know what I'm doing, and you know, as I am doing quotes for people and things, it is taking me a little bit longer than it should, because I'm still learning the ropes and finding my way around the website and things like that. So I'm just looking to see if I've got anything else I can just pop there. Got a box full of junk mail somewhere. I think I can find it. This is the trouble of moving between two different places. Can't find what I'm looking for while I'm looking for it. Just going to pause you for a second. Sorry about that. I've got one more big thing here. It's not going to be perfectly shaped, but it doesn't matter. Anything that's overhanging, once I cut it up, I can just back with tea dyed paper or something else. Yeah, so say I've been doing lots of training for myself. I mean, I've done all the initial training that the company requires. It only took about 20 minutes, half an hour, but I'm one of those people, I like to know all the ins and outs of what I'm doing, you know. I like to feel well prepared, so I've been doing lots of homework myself, and yesterday I did quite a few quotes for people, so I felt quite frazzled by the end of the day. And I was hoping to do a video yesterday, but as I say, I was just so busy doing all these other things, I didn't get round to it, unfortunately. So I promised myself today, before I do anything else with the business, I'm going to come and play for a bit first. Now, I wanted to put some book pages in the backgrounds of here, I think. Have I used any? I didn't use any book pages in here, did I, for anything? Well, not yet, anyway. Or shall I just start sticking random stuff down? I'm thinking I might just, you know, stick down big bits in the background, maybe. It's very disconcerting having moving everything around, because, as I say, I go to look for things and I don't know where they are, and I don't think I've got anything left downstairs now, but I haven't actually brought I've brought everything up. I haven't put everything away up here because I don't know where I'm going to want it all to be yet. So it's quite, you know, every time I look for something, I don't know where to look because I haven't even started to sort of get up here organised. So it's a bit tricky. I feel very lost at the moment, but it'll all be worth it in the end. And I need to get my computer set up here, because you know what Max is like. You know, just on a video, it's bad enough if he starts barking. At least I can pause the video and wait for him to calm down again. Whereas when you're on the phone to somebody to do a quote, it's not quite that simple. So yeah, I need to get my computer set up here so that I'm a bit, you know, removed from Max, and if he's barking, then it's not so distracting, not just for me concentrating on what I'm doing, but people I'm talking to. So right, I really want to find some book page, and I don't even know where to look. What did I do with all my books? That's printer paper. Right, I'm going to have to pause you again for a moment. And I'm back again. Right, I've got some dictionary page and some music paper here, so I think I'm going to start sticking and just have a bit of randomness, do a bit of ripping and just go for it basically. So I hope everybody's well and tell me what you've all been up to. I'm going to do some bigger pieces at the back because I want to cover all these joins because I don't know where I'm going to be chopping yet. So let's have a look what we've got. And I've still not decided what I'm going to work on after this. I've got a big long list of things that I want to do and I need to do. I need to see which one I'm motivated to move on to next. I really fancy doing something flippy flappy, you know, like an envelope folio or something with lots of flips going in different directions and ins and outs and pockets, and I just don't know if I'm brave enough to try that on camera, especially after the way this has gone, which was supposed to be very simple, and if you've seen the previous two parts you'll know that it was not. I've still got all those journals to finish that I keep talking about finishing, and I've got another journal to start for my youngest grandson because he hasn't got one yet. I've made one for each of my other two grandchildren for my daughter to keep, you know, keepsakes and odds and bobs in. So I need to make one for my youngest grandson. So when I finished what I was doing yesterday, I felt absolutely exhausted. My head was spinning. And I just sat down and watched telly for a couple of hours last night. I was watching Only Murders in the Building, and it has Selena Gomez in. It's funny actually because I saw it advertised quite a while ago, and my daughter, my middle daughter, is a bit of a Selena Gomez fan, and I said to her, oh, we'll have to watch that together, and of course we never did, and she's moved out now. So I was looking for something to watch, and I started watching that, and I was really quite enjoying it. It was Selena Gomez, Martin Short and Steve Martin, so quite a good cast. And then, to my surprise, Sting popped up. And if you know me at all, you will know that I am a Sting fan. I fell in love with the Police when I was about 11. And yeah, it's about the only... I worked for a radio station in my 20s. And I was very professional, you know, with whoever we dealt with. But I did say to them, if you ever have Sting in, make sure it's on my day off, because I will embarrass myself. I will turn into a, you know, screaming 14-year-old mess. So, yeah, but anyway, I was quite surprised to see Sting make an appearance. I had no idea he was in it. And I actually finished the first series last night, and there is a second series, so I don't know when I'll be able to watch that, but I'm glad that there's another one there for me to move on to. And that's about all I've been up to really, is so watching that and learning about my new business, which is all quite exciting. And it's I did an appointment on Monday, I think it was Monday, might have been Tuesday, I don't know, earlier in the week anyway, and I saved the lady £600 a month, and I actually had to go and double check that several times because I couldn't believe that that was correct. Absolutely amazing. She did have a big house and big bills, but how fabulous is that? And it was such a good feeling, you know, to be able to do that for somebody. I mean, that's a huge amount of money every month. That's, you know, I put on my social media, that's a part-time salary, isn't it? Some people's mortgage, if you're lucky. Yeah, so I tell you, that was such a good feeling. It was absolutely buzzing. So yeah, that's all I've been up to really. I haven't been doing much. It feels like I've been doing lots, but I haven't got much to show for it. I've ripped half these edges and some of them I haven't, but oh, what am I doing? That's the wrong side. I'm not concentrating, am I? I'm sure all these edges are going to be covered anyway by the time I finish, and I think I need a new glue stick. Coming to the end of this one. That means I'm going to have to go and hunt for a glue stick now. I wonder if I've got just an old cheap one in my box here that I can be using for now. I don't know if you can see the whole thing on camera here. Just about, I think. I'm not going to try and move it because the arm that holds my camera when I'm filming, I haven't really got anywhere proper to put it in here. So it's on the edge of the windowsill in front of me, and it's a bit precarious. And then I tried to do a live. Was I doing a live or a video? I can't remember, the other day for my Facebook group. Not my Facebook. I haven't got a Facebook group for this. It was a Facebook group for the business, and then the arm of the camera, the arm that's holding the camera, started sliding off of the windowsill as I was talking. So I was like talking and trying to hold the camera holder up at the same time, so that was a bit distracting. I got through it. I think it was all right. I don't know if anybody noticed. I don't even know if I said anything actually on the video, but I got it made and up. I don't know if it was a video or a live. I can't remember. Honestly, the last few days have been a blur. So yeah, I'm being a bit careful about moving or touching it or going anywhere near it in case it starts sliding down again. Need something else there. A bit more music, I think. Where's my glue mat? I don't know what. I've got my glue mat right next to me and I'm gluing all over my paper. I will glue this side before that scribble on. So, and then I thought about fixing the camera to the table because the table is quite wobbly. It's just a paste table that I've got for now. I haven't had a chance to sort anything else out. So it's very wobbly. And I thought, is it better for the camera to be attached to the table because they'll wobble together? Or is it better for the camera to be up away from the table, which probably makes you feel a bit wobbly when the table wobbles because the camera's still? I don't know. I couldn't work it out. So it's just where it is at the moment, and I will have to work on a better solution moving forward. But so I've got all these different things. I'm juggling all these different things at the moment, trying to get stuff done. And I don't know what to concentrate on first and next. Really, the business stuff needs to come first because that's obviously where I want to be earning some money. This is just for fun and for my sanity, of course. although it could be too late for that. Right, so that's looking okay to start with. Got everything covered there. So now we need some more bits on. I don't really know what. Just rummaging here. Might be quite nice to have that on. Try not to tear the top of the Eiffel Tower off. That wouldn't be good, would it? Inking any of these edges at the moment. I might do it. I was sort of put off putting on any focal point type things until I've cut it up and I know what I'm using it for. Well, not what I'm using it for, but until I've cut it up and I can see, you know, the size and shape of everything. And that's when I ink things usually, when I work like this. That's quite nice there. This one, I had an issue with the ink. I don't know if you can see, but the colour there is different to there. But it's sort of, that makes it look sort of faded and like an old photo, that yellowy colour. I say, once it's all chopped up and there's other bits on there, it's it won't be so noticeable anyway. What else have we got here? There's this violin. Pop that on somewhere, maybe down here. I've got a bit of a Paris thing there. I'm just randomly sticking stuff down, and then I will chop this up, and then I will decide at that point on focal points and other bits and pieces. Here, it's got stenciling on it. In case you haven't seen the previous two episodes, these papers are digitals from Shabbydabbydoodah, and the kit is called Paris in Bloom. And I've had this kit for a long time. I used it for my middle daughter's 21st birthday journal. I know that Tina now does her kits usually in two parts, so she does the sort of the pages and then the ephemera separately. I can't remember if this one was in two pieces or if it was all just one big kit. I can't remember, but I think it was all in one kit. I'm pretty sure it's all in one kit. So I will link again to this listing. It's on Etsy in Tina's shop. It's called Shabbydabbydoodah. So we'll link that below, as I have with the other videos, in case you would like to grab it for yourselves. It is very pretty. It's beautiful, really soft pastel colours. It's very feminine, very pretty. I love it. I really want to make a whole journal out of this. I mixed this in when I made my daughter's journal. It was a Paris journal, and I mixed this kit with quite a few other things. But I really am tempted to just make a whole huge journal just with this kit, just with all these lovely pinks and blues and creams. I think it would be beautiful. But I have so many ideas of things I'd like to do. Whether I'll live long enough to accomplish them all. Right, I've got a few bits and pieces here to stick on places. That's a nice little. I'm just trying to cover up as many of these edges as possible that are underneath, on the layer underneath. I need something down here. Paris is there. I know I probably don't need to do this because once it's all cut up, you know, this is going to look all look different anyway. The bits are not going to be next to each other necessarily, but I want to, as far as possible. Right, let's just start sticking some of this down. Cover the edges up and not have, you know, two things the same next to each other or anything like that. Although even if there are two things next to each other, the likelihood is once it's all chopped up they'll be on separate pieces, but just in case, you know, you have something that's not, don't want it to look, I want it to look a bit more random than that. So this is my therapy today. This is I find this very relaxing, just to sit here playing with glue and bits of paper and just tearing things up and sticking them down, and as I say, not giving too much thought to where things are going. I'm putting that right on the edge because it's a straight piece, so that will probably be chopped off anyway. I wanted some more of that blue writing. Oh, this one. Let's put some of this somewhere. Saying I'm not worrying too much about where I'm putting it, and then I'm sitting here moving all these bits around. Sorry if it's infuriating, but I like to watch people collaging. So, as I always say, if it's up here on YouTube, you have the choice to watch it or not. If it's not up there, you don't get the choice. So So how's everyone doing? Has everybody been on holiday, or are you going on holiday, or are you not bothering this year? We're not going away anywhere this year. My daughters have both been away, my two youngest daughters. They're making up for the last couple of years. They both should have gone away. They were actually going to go away together in 2020. They had planned it between themselves for years, because that's when my youngest was 18, and obviously that never happened, and they still haven't actually managed to go away together, but they both had holidays planned for last year that were postponed. So my youngest daughter has been away twice this year, and my middle daughter has ended up having 3 holidays this year, which is very nice. But my husband and I decided that it was still a bit too up in the air, so we haven't got anything arranged for this year, other than in October, middle of October, beginning of October, my youngest daughter is 21. Middle of October, we are going to Snowdonia for a couple of nights, and that is to celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary, which was last year. So that's a belated celebration. So I'm really looking forward to that, because it's a nice hotel that we're going to. Boutique hotel, I think is the word I'm looking for. So at the moment, that's all we have planned. But I'm hoping, we were planning next year in March. It's my husband's 50th, and we were planning to do a road trip around Ireland. My husband's from Ireland, and my ancestors from Ireland. We were going to do a bit of a road trip, hire a motorhome, and just, drive wherever we fancied around Ireland. Obviously we'll take some time to go and visit family over there, and then just basically poodle around and go wherever we fancied. But over the last few weeks, he's been making noises about the Maldives, which is somewhere I have always wanted to go and I haven't been to yet. So watch this space. Who knows where we'll end up? I mean, it's not much of a difference, is it? Ireland to the Maldives. But that's my husband all over. So I'm just wondering if I need to do any more here, or if that's okay for the background pieces. I really want to raise the camera up so that you can see a bit better, but I'm scared it's going to fall off if I try and move it. So, well, I'll have to turn the camera off to chop it up, because that will be far too wobbly to try and do that on camera. So I might pause now and chop this up and see what we end up with, see what it looks like. So I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm hoping that if I've done this well, you will have just seen a picture of that whole masterboard before I chopped it up, because what I did, I put it on the floor to chop it up, and it looked so pretty standing back from it. I wanted to show you what it looked like, because you couldn't see the whole thing on camera. So hopefully I will have inserted a picture there before this part of the video started again, and then I just thought I'd show you what I've ended up with. So I've got all these bits and pieces that I've chopped up, and I'm just now going to take these down to the sewing machine and just sew round all of them. So I'll be back once I've done that. Hello again. Right, so this is what we've ended up with. I've cut tag shape. I'm trying to get this so you can see it. I've cut 3 of these into tag shapes. So that's that one and that one, and then the rest I've just left. They'll either be journal cards or something else, who knows. So that's what they all look like so far. They've all got that same brown paper on the back, and some of these papers, like on this one, I've got the Eiffel Tower up that way, but all the writing is upside down. I don't mind that. I think it makes it look more interesting. It used to really bother me, and like here the music is sideways and that alphabet there is up that way. That doesn't bother me anymore. It really used to. So now we need to do something with some of them, because some of them will go in the front here. I didn't think about the sizes at all as I was making them, so whether we will end up, we haven't got anything to go in there, but there might be something in the little ephemera set that would fit in there. So, you know, we're going to have things tucked in there maybe, and then we've got a pocket here to pop things in, so we'll probably want something bigger there, and then on the front we've got that pocket to pop things in, so maybe we'll put the tags in the front there. Maybe they won't stand out enough, maybe we don't need 3 tags, I don't know, but we need to do something with all these things we've made. So let's have a look. I've got here my butterfly book that you've seen before. I thought maybe one of those might be useful to pop on here somewhere. Oh, this book smells like a proper old book. You know that old book smell? I wonder how old it is. It must be old because it was only £1.95 when it was new. So it must be old. Let's have a look. 1972. It's nearly as old as me. Not quite, but nearly. It's older than my husband. Wow. This book is older than my husband. That is pretty scary. So we could put something on out of there. I've also got my ephemera tin here that's got all sorts of bits and pieces in. So I might grab something out of there maybe. I can't remember what's in half of these things. Oops. So some of these sticky labels. That's a tag, that's Christmassy, we'll save that. Won't be long till we'll be needing that. Some tickets there. Let's get one of these plainer sort of tags and see what we might want on there. These all don't feel like they're the right sort of colour. That's too big. I'll keep those out. All those bits, all these bits were from Instagram. Up there. What have we got in here? I think these might be more sticker type things. Let's have a look. This is all from Craft Box. Hope this is not glaring too much. That's a sticker. Let's check it, they're all too big. Nope. No, I don't think so. I don't really know what I want to put on these, so that's not very helpful, is it? There's nothing there that's grabbing me. I wonder if I've got any of my butterflies up here. I do have sheets printed out of butterflies. Because they're all different sizes then. That's more stickers. Sorry for rummaging away here. What's in here? Oh, I think I decided I was going to save those for Christmas. They're very Christmassy colours, aren't they? That's orangey. That's not quite right. No, 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 no. No, 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 nothing there. I'm beginning to annoy myself now. Maybe I should have had a rummage off camera. Right. Let's see if we can find a butterfly. Look nice on here. Just going to see if I have any butterflies up here printed out. I'll start looking at them. No, they must be downstairs. It's a shame that these are, you know, backed onto each other, because you know what's going to happen. There's going to be the two butterflies that are equally as lovely, and I won't know which side I want to use. That's too blue. They're not right. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I think I'll know it when I see it. They're too blue. Definitely too blue. That would be too big. Right, I might have to pause again and go and rummage for some more decorative bits. You'd think in a whole book of butterflies something would appeal to me, wouldn't you? Maybe I don't want butterflies. Maybe that's the problem. Right, bear with me. Right, just gone and grabbed some of my digitals that are left over from other projects I've made, you know, things I've already got printed out. See if there's anything in here. Really determined not to print anything else. I can't tell you exactly where these are from. You can see a lot of these are like misprints, and whenever I do a project and I've got the you know, the papers specifically for that project, I always make a point of telling you where I got them from. What have I done with my scissors now? Oh, this is a nightmare, working in two places. Did I take them downstairs? Oh, hang on a minute. They weren't downstairs, they're right behind me. I just couldn't see for looking. Right, I just wonder if one of these birds might look good on here. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, when I print things out specifically to use in a project, I always make a point of making a note of where things have come from so that I can let you all know. But you can see these are all old misprints and stuff that's been left over from other things I've made, so I won't necessarily know where I got them from unless, you know, I can just happen to remember. So anything in this little pile I'm rummaging through right now, I probably won't be able to link where I've got them from, so I do apologise. But that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. I need to have a better filing system so that I know where I've got things from, but a lot of this stuff was printed out before I even had an inkling that I'd be doing YouTube videos, so it'll probably take a bit of a search on my computer to find where they originally came from, and I don't have that sort of time luxury at the moment, unfortunately. So I've done a sort of a kiss cut in there, that's too wide. I don't know why I thought that might go on something. I'll keep it there anyway, it might be useful for something else. What else we got? What about a peacock? Might just cut a few things out and see how we go. I was thinking, oh, this has got music paper in the background, but it's actually a sheet music on the other side, probably from my girls. They always have to buy sheet music and print it out for auditions and things, so you know, again, if it's a misprint or something went awry, I reuse the paper. If I'm printing out things I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it or not, I try and reuse, you know, paper that something's gone wrong on, so that I'm not wasting too much paper. But it's quite a good effect on here. I don't know if you can see, but there's the bird and it's got music coming through the background, which is from the back. Although, yeah, it is definitely from the back. I thought, oh, maybe that is in the print as well, but it's not. So sorry, was I completely off screen there? I do apologise if I was. All I can say is the more videos I make, the better I'll get at all of this, hopefully. And the more organised, the more I'm in this room, the more organised I will get. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really brightening up outside now, so it's getting quite warm in here. That might be quite nice if it's on something else, you know, layered up, a bit of collage maybe. What else have we got? I'm going to need quite a lot of stuff for all these different tags and what have you, but I'm not going to do everything on here today. I think you'd all lose the will to live. So that antique sign might be nice on something. I was thinking of one of these people, but I think they are going to be too big for any of these, unfortunately. But I could go and print them. No, the idea is using up what I've got, not printing more. That's annoying, isn't it? Come on, I want to get at least one decorated up while I'm on camera. Right, let's do something with this peacock. Now the question is, do I have any trims and laces and things up here? Probably not. That'd be too helpful, wouldn't it? Now, let's give him a bit of an ink so that he stands out a bit, and then see what we think we might need. Ink, where are you? You're over there. Okay. Maybe we could stick him on a bit of music paper or brown paper or dictionary that we've used in the masterboard, because there isn't any on this. So maybe that would make him pop out a little bit. Now where's that gone? That's here. Anything here that's already ripped up? I've got 4 sheets left. I wonder if you can hear the music in the background. I hope not, because that might cause a problem on YouTube. I've got absolute 80s on in the background to keep the dog, you know, slightly distracted, so he doesn't notice people walking past so easily. I've got the blinds closed downstairs and the music on in the hope that he won't notice what's going on outside and will stay quiet. And then I can keep hearing all these songs playing that I want to bop along to or sing along to. So how does that look? I think we need to shape that a bit more, and maybe a little bit of ink on there as well. Or do we want half that and half music? This paper is buttery. The texture is lovely. Really, really lovely old paper. Oh, that's quite nice because that's got the word smile on it. I wonder if we could have that showing somewhere, somehow. And we've got choir there. We're not going to see that smile, are we? What do you think? I'm really not sure. Got choir there, and then underneath I've got choke, which I don't like. I can't see how to cover that up. See, I find the masterboard collaging relaxing, but this bit not so much. Right, how does that look? He's not straight, is he? He needs to be like that. to start singing along in a minute. I'll get myself into trouble. I wonder if that would be better if I trimmed it. Is that odd, having a smile with a peacock? I think that's okay. Do you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Just trying to decide if I wanted the this, what is it, dictionary page inked, but I don't think I do. Right, let's put him there. Probably have to go back in. I wonder if I could have him up there. With some more glue at some point on the edges here. Just to make sure everything's stuck down, because I'm sort of just getting it placed. Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? And cover up the choke that I didn't like. Right, stick his head down. As you can see, I'm just using very cheap, basic glue stick here. I'm not going to make you wait while I go and search for a new glue stick. Just make do with this. Can always go in and add some more glue later, or stitch around, do some more stitching or something. It'll be fine. And I'll probably just do this one on camera today, because I feel like this video has taken absolutely forever again, because I've stopped and started so many times. I don't know how long this is now, so I'll probably stop here for today once I've done this one, and then I'll just finish that off camera. So that's that. Now, do we want, I don't think we'll have a hole in that, because that will involve me going back downstairs to get another tin where my think, Karen, think. My hole punch, I can't think of the right word at the moment. You know what I mean. That's downstairs in a tin in the cupboard. I haven't brought that up here yet, so I won't go and get that. What I will do, having said that, I don't even know if I've got a stapler up here. This pink sari silk is what I'm going to use to wrap round the journal as a closure. So I thought we could just have some of that on here to finish that off. But no, I don't have a stapler up here either. Right, let me go and grab that. I have a stapler. Right, let's get this on and get this done. Okay, this could do with an iron, but I quite like that all crumpled up like that. I think it would be a bit wide if it was ironed. So I am just going to leave it crumpled like that and pop it on like that. I hope I haven't gone off camera too much in this video. I keep forgetting to look and see whether you can see what I'm doing or not. I am aware that I keep coming too close to myself, so I hope I haven't done it too much. Right, so there's our little tag that we've made, got there in the end. Where's the journal? What have I done with the journal? Right, Karen, it can't be that far away. I haven't got that much space. So we might pop him in there on the front. I don't know if I'll do any more of this off camera or if I will come back and finish it off. We'll see. But I'll leave that there for today, because it's getting quite bright now. It's getting hot in here, and I'm getting in the tears. So I'll leave it there for today. I hope you found that interesting and entertaining, and I will be back with you all again in a couple of days, hopefully. Take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.